Hey guys, back with another unboxing video, and today I have Faithbox. Alrighty, my friends, it is the month of August already. Let's see. Alright, well, the subject that no one really likes, but it's very important. Very important. All right, so our topic for the month is grief. This is our everyday faith guide, which has either a scripture one day and a quote the next day. Then we have our impact guide, which pretty much tells us what the items in the box are, what company or persons they support, and sometimes it even tells us what's in the ingredients of the things that are in the box, if it is something that contains ingredients, or if it's something that does not contain ingredients, it'll tell us what it is made out of and how to care for that item. I love these. I usually always read these though after I have unboxed the video, just to, read it myself without having to make an extremely long video. The only time I do look at that while I'm unboxing is if I am having a hard time putting something together, like, figuring out what it is or what it's supposed to do, or, something like that. All right, so we have a lot of this, which will be great for me. All right. Most of this out of the way. Help is on the way, dear. Sorry, this is Doubtfire. All right. Anyway, we have the watercolor. What was it? Watercolor painting slash quotes, scriptures. This one says, one of the greatest promises to a child of God is that this life is not the end of the story. Margaret Finberg. And the watercolor is initialed MGH, which I think is the person that does most of the watercolors for this box. It's beautiful. And then we have the watercolor of the calendar of August, and the scripture is Matthew 4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And I will keep that out so I can take that to work with me to have like a quick calendar. Next we have cards to color and comfort. I remember they had another box that had these in there. I'm going to open these. When there are no words. I know way too many people that are grieving right now. And grief doesn't necessarily mean like the loss of a person either. That was something that I learned in my journey. You can grieve, the loss of a friendship, not necessarily the loss as in like the death of someone. You can grieve the loss of friendship. You can grieve a loss of a moment in life that, could have been taken away from you. You can grieve the loss of relationships in general. Doesn't necessarily have to be a friendship with a friend. It could be just a relationship with like a family member of sorts. You can grieve the change, a change of something. Maybe you had to move and you're grieving having to move away from someone. There's moments and things that you can grieve that's something other than death is what I'm trying to say. Anybody has any other examples of that, you can put that in the comments. Sorry, I'm trying to get this open. I haven't even gone completely through my other stack that we got in another box, so now I will have two. I'd probably start like giving these to people too instead of just keeping them. I mean, they are for comfort for more than just me, and I've given like 2 of them away, but I haven't given a whole lot of them away. All right, so some of these are colored in on one side, and then you can write on the back of them. So like this one, it says, you have a purpose for being on this earth that is far more important than anything you have ever dared to imagine. And so that part is colored in, but then the back is like that. So you can just probably scribble on the back or draw on the back, whatever, write on the back. It says, he heals the brokenhearted and binds their wounds. And this is Psalms 147:3. Again, that one's colored in, but then there is back. Sending you a hug with the heart. And then a cute little back. So these are definitely meant to give out to people. Like I said, the comfort isn't just yours to keep or mine to keep. And I've given some of my other ones out, but I have been a little bit selfish on that and have been keeping them because I like the soothingness of coloring the cards. But I need to give more away. Today Today may your soul be at peace. So just, and then those are just some that were colored. Here's some that were not. It says, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Hold on, let me make sure I keep these. Then it says, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. And that one's not colored in. And then there's still the back open. So, like I said, some are colored in, some are not. I think it's like for every 3 that are colored in, the next 3 are not colored in. But that's a cool little box. That's the cute little design of the front of the box, and then that is what's on the back. Then we have a essential oil roller, and it says you can apply it on the wrist, the arms, and the back of the neck. It is diluted 3% for convenience, and it looks like I am not allergic to anything in this one. Let's see about the scent. Sorry. Oh, okay. It's very subtle. I like that it's subtle. All right, so what is in this one? I'm sensitive to scents, so there is no lavender in this one, so I can wear it and this scent won't last very long. That's awesome. Okay, so we have caprylic or capric triglyceride, citric, so tangerine, peel, oil. Then we have another citric, That is a pink grape juice peel oil. And then we have a bourbon geranium leaf oil. So, I wonder what the carrier oil is in this. So the thing that is tricky about essential oils for me personally is because I'm allergic to nuts and tree nuts. I have to be careful about, and coconut. I have to be careful about the carrier oils. So some carrier oils can be coconut oil, which I'm allergic to coconut, so I can't use it. It'll be almond oil, and I can't use that because I'm allergic to tree nuts. And sweet oil, almond oil. So there's almond oil, there's sweet almond oil, there's the coconut. But I can do olive oil, and I can do grapeseed oil. My favorite is grapeseed oil. Olive oil is okay, but if you don't wash the olive oil off within a certain amount of time, it can be a blockage to your pores, depending on your skin type. And I don't want it black in mine. But this smells really good. So far, I haven't itched or anything from it, so if I break out in a hive, then I know I can't use it, but doesn't look like or seem like I will be breaking out to it. Yeah. So I do wish I could find the carrier oil. I usually tell my customers when I give them these or sell them these what carrier oils I use, so that way if anyone has an allergic reaction. But I only use 2 carrier oils, grapeseed oil and olive oil, because I'm allergic to the other 2. So since I'm allergic to the other 2, I don't want to be using it. All right. Last thing before we get to our book is in this pretty little bag. Let's see. This is a necklace. It says Brave. Okay. The vintage Sparrow. Jewelry that awakens courage in the heart of every woman. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, so this is what the little card, that's what the little card looks like. And then this is the back of the card. And then care instructions. So it can be cleaned with soft tissues, should not be worn or submerged in water. So guessing this. Alright, let's see. Sorry, I didn't mean to make this video super long. I don't think it's really long right now anyway. Ooh. Ooh. Lord, I don't know how to drop this. Alright. So it's not like the bracelet in the picture, but it is extremely beautiful still. And it is a necklace that says Brave. Ooh. That's about as good as I can get it. Sorry, guys. So, actually, I don't know why this isn't hooked. This is beautiful. My boys are playing the video games, so they're all extremely loud. Vintage Sparrow. Alright, let's stick at least that part back into that side. But I want to make sure I try to keep this from raveling up, because the last necklace I got from Faithbox, I wore it that same day on a date with my husband, and I thought that I had put it down a certain way to where it wouldn't tangle itself up, but it tangled itself up. I probably am the one that tangled it in all actuality, and I haven't been able to get it untangled, and I'm really upset because it was super cute. It was the triangle with the diamond in the middle. Super cute. All right, lastly we have the book. The book. It says, simple reminders that God sees you and loves you. Sacred Tears. Lindsay Wheeler, founder of Bottle of Tears with Mary Carver. That is a gorgeous, very simple cover too. All right, it says, you keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottles. You have recorded each one in your book. Whatever you are going through, you need to hear these words. God sees you, he loves you, and your story is not over. Every tear you shed is precious to him. Your suffering is not in vain. This collection of heartfelt essays, scripture verses, honest prayers, eye-catching word art, and uplifting photography will meet you in your place of pain, offering solace and refuge for your weary soul. You'll discover what to do when you feel far from God, how to trust him even when you don't understand his plan, and how to handle the difficult decisions that often accompany painful situations. All this and more wait inside. The art and the photos in here are gorgeous in and of itself. Look at that. Oh my goodness. There's something about the simplicity of the art that I'm sure is going to help with the words on these pages. It's probably going to be just as gut-wrenching, heart twisting, turning. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Look at that. And then look at the title of that page, or of that chapter. This is so beautiful. And then there's like a little part at the end of each little chapter where it's like a big enough gap to where you can like write in the margins. But this is so beautiful. I personally would not want to write in the margins at all. But it's gorgeous. Look at that. Sorry, y'all are just watching me go through the pages there. This is almost like industrial farmhouse. Or it could just be a farmhouse. I'm not sure. I would go with more of the industrial look because all of those photos to me shout out industrial designer. Oh, there's a picture of the cover. So there's the cover. There's a picture of the cover on the inside. There was one picture when I opened this up that I was trying to find and get back to because it was beautiful and now I can't find it. That was the reason I really started going through it, because when I opened it I was like, oh my gosh. Let's see. No, I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm sure as soon as I put this down. Oh my gosh. Well, either way, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I cannot wait to read this. This won't be a very long read, but this definitely looks like, because even though there's chapters in this, this definitely still seems like, yeah, there's 14 chapters in here. It seems like something that will be more of like a study. It's not like, I'd imagine this would be like one or two things a week, and then you like simmer on it. Or this could be an everyday quiet time. But since this is grief, I'd imagine that this would be closer to a once a week, so that you have time to process each chapter. So once a week and there's 14, so that'd be 14 weeks. But I mean, obviously you can get through it in a month. It can take you 14 days. But I imagine that would be a lot to simmer down on. So it would definitely be something that you could read together as a group if you do it like with someone, if you decide to do this all in 14 days. Or at least like if you read it on your own, to make sure you have someone that can like hear you're crazy every day if you want to do this for every day for 14 days. Anywho, that is the box. Sorry the unboxing was so long. This is actually a really, like, this is a very good box. All of Faithbox boxes are great. I may not have been able to use everything in their boxes personally for me, but all of the boxes have always been great. So yeah, that is the box. That is all I have. And until next time, bye.